Hello everyone, and welcome to this edition of Inside the Nest. I'm your host, Dyana Watkins, joined by Kayleen Montero and Michael Kirk. And I'm sad to say that this will be our last episode of the semester, but don't worry folks, you'll see us with more in February. First up is flag football. With the Montclair State women's flag football team set to kick off their first varsity season this spring, the new Eastern Conference Athletic League just received a grant of $1 million from the Betty Wood Johnson Foundation. The foundation is directed by Woody Johnson, the team owner of the New York Jets. Montclair is one of 15 schools chosen by the Jets for this grant, which will empower the league as a whole. 10 teams will begin playing this spring: Montclair State, Kane, Mount St. Mary's, Mercy, LIU, Mercyhurst, Franciscan, Eastern, Allegheny, and Penn State Schuylkill. This grant will work to establish the largest collegiate women's flag football league that the nation has ever seen. Let's hear more from Xavier Daly.
Structure and organization are vital to running any sports team. In the spring of 2025, women's flag football at Montclair State University formed as a club sport. Players loved the competition and camaraderie, but the program often struggled due to limited support and a lack of formal structure.
Everyone was coming from different skill levels. You had girls that never played flag football before, you had girls that played at the highest level, and you had girls in between.
Fearing their beloved program might fall apart, the players knew they had to ask for help.
I kept vouching for us, hey, we need a coach, like, please get us a coach so we can actually build a foundation to work with.
And fortunately, help arrived.
Coach Kelly, Coach Don, and Coach Sinkyu were a blessing in disguise, came along and picked us up during club. And then during the summer, that's when we got the official approval that we're gonna be an NCAA sport.
As women's flag football officially entered the NCAA Division III varsity landscape, Montclair State University moved quickly to support both its coaches and athletes. With the inaugural season arriving this spring, joining the Eastern College Athletics Conference, which is supported by the New York Jets and the Betty Wood Johnson Foundation, backed by a $1 million grant to fund the league, first-year head coach Jim Kelly is putting in extensive work to ensure his team has everything they need to compete.
It was really about the resources that were available, which the school has been very good about as far as from the club end, and now from the administration supporting the program in a new way they can as far as equipment necessary to perform at a high level, practice at a high level, uniforms and how we're going to order those, the budgetary things that are coming together.
The move from club to varsity also brought a new emphasis on recruiting, from uncovering hidden talent on campus to traveling the region. Coach Kelly has embraced the challenge with unwavering dedication.
We had some girls that were club girls that were just new to the sport, and then we have girls that I recruited, brought in about 9 girls from different schools throughout the state of New Jersey, and also some transfers that came back from Florida and Missouri. As
the roster begins to take shape ahead of their debut season, the players have settled into the team's new structure and welcome the resources now available to them.
One staff and one team, now we're able to learn what our coaches want from us and what we need to do for each other. They give us a structured playbook, write it out on the whiteboard for us, that way we all have visuals, and all the girls, if we have any questions, they'll take the time, stay with us, they'll text us, they'll draw out the plays. It's a lot easier now that we have coaches that are willing to help us when we ask for help.
With the sport's growth reaching new heights, these pioneers have their eyes not only on their immediate goals, but on the legacy they hope to leave.
When we were younger, there was no only girls flag football, 6th grade team, elementary school team, at all, and now we're playing at the college level. So I think that it shows how much flag football has grown within 12 years, never mind recently, but since we were younger. And also just for the younger generation of girls to look up to us and know that they're playing now, in 1st grade, 2nd grade, they're playing at recess with the boys, now in college, they can play too. We're a great group of women that are showing the younger generations, hey, just because men play football doesn't mean that just because you're a woman, you can as well.
The coach knows the challenges ahead, but his belief in this team's potential has never wavered.
There's going to be a lot of trials and tribulations in the first year for the coaching staff and for the players, but if we all work together in a common bond, I think we're able to work through that and give Montclair State a great product.
Thanks for that, Xavier. It's great to see all the amazing developments that the team has had so far.
Yeah, the 2026 spring season will certainly be one to watch. These women are definitely pioneers.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be interesting to see how that pans out, not only for these women, but also for our Red Hawk Sports Network.
Montclair State off to a quick start in this second half. 44-27 they lead. As Primus steals it on the other end, Gosh regains control on the left wing for the dagger. He hits Avery and Goss. Wow.
My goodness, and they need a timeout after that. How can you even combat that back-to-back threes from Gabriel and Gus?
The men's basketball team was on the road this past Saturday where they dominated the Raptors of Rutgers-Camden, winning 89-63 to improve their record to 5-0 in the NJAC. Let's see how the Red Hawks got it done. Here's Kayleen with the recap.
Another dub for the Montclair men's basketball team to add on to their undefeated record this season. On Saturday night, they faced off against one of their NJAC opponents, Rutgers-Camden, and did not hold back any punches, as Coach Potts would say.
Yeah, we try to break it down to a fight, actually, so we do round by round. So we have 4-minute rounds in each half. And, we always talk about, if you can get off to a good start in the first round, it obviously helps you have a way to win the fight.
The Red Hawks were more than able to knock out a couple points, ending the game 89-63. Not to mention all the assists or turnovers they forced. 9 of those assists came from freshman guard Christian Nicholson, matching his career high of the season.
A group of guys that we've been playing against together since September. I mean, some of them have played together last year, so we just had a lot of chemistry going into it, playing in open runs for a couple months now and just practicing every day together. So we just know where guys are at on the floor, defensively and offensively, so it allows us to execute what we need to do.
Yes, this team was able to come together and forced a season high of 33 turnovers, a result of which their chemistry cannot be downplayed.
We're plus 18 in the turnover margin, which gives you obviously a better chance to win the game. So our guys did a good job of adapting to some things that I thought they did well. We were much better in the second half in terms of generating some tempo and some turnovers off the press. And I give our guys credit. It's hard to play that way, but it's something we do every day, and we're continuing to grow in it. Some of the younger guys are figuring some things out. So we're basically just trying to dictate the way the game's played, and I thought we did a pretty good job of that today.
We focus on, what we have to do as a team going into games. We don't necessarily look at other teams specifically because we know that, our offensive principles and our defensive principles, it'll be hard for them no matter what. So we just kind of focus on what we have to
do. It seems that there are no bounds for this men's basketball team when they put their minds together. Let's see if their streak continues once they face off against Maritime College on Wednesday.
What a dominating performance by the Red Hawks. Looking at the standings, Montclair is sitting in the driver's seat right now at 9-0 overall, 5-0 in NJAC play. NJCU is also 5-0 in the conference. The two teams will meet for the first time this season on January 7th in Jersey City. Rowan is in 6th place, followed by Rutgers-Camden in 7th place.
The men are looking good, and so are the women's right now. Since we last spoke, the women's basketball team has faced off against 5 of our NJAC opponents, including Rutgers-Camden. James Pincer was there to capture the game. Let's see how they did.
The Montclair State Redhawks faced Rutgers-Camden on Saturday and won in a dominant fashion, winning the game with a final score of 69-56. With this win, this would put them 4-1 in the NJAC and leave them with an impressive 7-1 record overall. This team fought hard in a very physical contest with Rutgers-Camden, a team that Coach Harvey thought very highly of coming into the game.
I think this was a really big win. They had just come off beating TC&J by 1 at the buzzer. They're really, really good, and they're going to continue to get better. So we needed to get this win at home because we've got to go down there and play them. I think finishing the semester 4-1 in the conference is good. We would have liked to get that William Patterson game, but they're also playing really well. So I feel pretty good about where we are for the semester.
Montclair State led this game wire to wire, never letting Rutgers-Camden get the lead for even 1 second. When the final buzzer sounded, Montclair State had over 3 players in double figures, including Well leading the way with 20, Alexis Strollo with 13, and junior guard Bella Bruce, who finished with 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists on the night in a dominant show.
I was talking to Coach, I've been talking to Coach for the past week, and she really emphasized like letting the game come to me. So I think today I really focus on sharing the ball with my teammates and then just letting the ball come to me and getting the good open looks. So that's what I focus on today.
Montclair focused on team basketball in this game, tallying 19 assists, which is a season high for the team, which was a big part in their success today.
Yeah, you know, we've been working really hard at trying to come together as a team, and I was so impressed with how we shared the basketball and was able to play our tempo. I think we had 18 or 19 assists today, which is a season high for us. And then I thought we did a really good job of pushing in transition the way we wanted to, and played pretty disciplined defense on the other end.
With this win, Montclair has their best start since the 2018-2019 season and goes into the semester end on a high note. The Redhawks will continue their play when they head down to Puerto Rico to face Redlands on Thursday, December 18th for the Puerto Rico Classico.
Thank you so much, James. The Redhawks are fighting strong to maintain their position atop the NJAC standings. They're currently in second place in the conference, the same spot they were in the preseason poll. But instead of being behind the TCNJ Lions, the Redhawks are second to William Patterson, the only team to beat them this season. TCNJ won the NJAC regular season last year and was predicted to finish first this season, but the Lions are struggling this season, currently in 7th place.
One standout on-campus athlete who doesn't get a lot of attention is Hiven Biffot, who has dominated in the sport of track and field. The international student from France has been a focal point to this track and field team throughout his first 2 years for the Redhawks. Hiven so far this year has racked up many accolades. He is a first-team All-American triple jumper. He won the triple jump at the AAR TFC Regional Championship, reaching 14.82 meters. And most recently, he was named NJAC Athlete of the Week after setting a new program record in the triple jump with a leap of 15.11 meters. The mark was top in the nation for the first week of the season. I mean, what an athlete he is for the Redhawks.
What an impressive season opener for Biffot. I can't wait to see how the rest of the season pans out for him. It's great to hear exciting news for our Montclair athletes, including our former All-American defensive lineman, Arnold Young. Young is on his way to Canada to play professionally in the Canadian Football League after recently signing with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Here's Vincent Pacone with the story.
Former Redhawk Arnold Young is soaring to new heights after signing his first professional contract with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers of the CFL. It was always a dream for Young to play professional football, and now it's a reality.
It was always a dream for me to play professional football. Really out of high school, I got injured twice in high school, so I didn't really think I was gonna keep playing football. But once I got to college, it was just a feeling that I want to go play at the next level.
Young thinks his explosive get-off and high motor leading to his strong pass rush ability is what drew Winnipeg's eye to him as a player.
They told me I had a really good get-off, I had a high motor, and my pass rush was good, so that's why they wanted to bring me in.
The team agrees when asked about Young. Blue Bombers assistant GM Danny McManus said Arnold jumped out at the 2024 FCS Bowl as one of the top DL and got an invite to the Tropical Bowl in January 2025 versus Division I players. Arnold did a good job in the Tropical Bowl, did not look out of place, and showed the quickness we looked for in the CFL. Reflecting on his time at Montclair, Young credits the preparation off the field for his growth at Montclair, allowing him this opportunity.
I went JUCO before Montclair, and we didn't really lift or we didn't attack the gym like we did at Montclair. We got a strength coach that helped us out really well. He helped me get bigger. I came in at 260, and my junior year I got up to 290.
Although it has been some time since Young put the pads on, his passion for the game kept him around the game and mentally focused on football.
I kind of stayed around the game. I coached the defensive line here at Montclair. It kept me motivated, wanting to stay around football. So mentally, I was just still around the game. My mentor was still there always.
Young is ready for the next step and excited to continue his football journey.
When I get on the field, it's a different type of beast that come out. I just want to keep playing and become a better player.
You know, with the semester ending, I've really been thinking about all the great opportunities we've had here with Red Hawk Sports Network recently.
Yeah, I've had so many great opportunities and I learned so much and I made so many connections within the industry as well.
Yeah, being able to be a stand-in at the Heisman for Nebraska legend Mike Rozier is an experience I will definitely never forget. Montclair State University students had the opportunity to watch the Heisman Trophy ceremony and participate as stand-ins, where Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza took the trophy home. Students from Montclair State, including myself, also had behind-the-scenes access to a New York Giants football game against the Green Bay Packers. We got to experience what really goes on in the production of just one NFL football game. My co-host, Kayleen, has more on how this fantastic experience panned out.
I'm going to leave this right here.
So for the open at the start of the show, when we come on the air, now we say, hi everybody, welcome to MetLife Stadium.
So many different. I'm here touring Fox Sports and their game with the New York Giants versus the Green Bay Packers. Very excited. We saw graphics, we saw the TV, the AV, honestly everything, the soundboard, which I honestly thought was the coolest part.
He's in charge of also making sure the sound for all 10 of those.
My favorite part of the day was probably going into Truck B, seeing how the graphics were made and seeing how the graphics keep up with the live analytics. I thought that was actually really interesting.
But he's in LA. So he's a bit
And they're on their headsets the entire time because it's pretty risky for a quarterback. Just turning microphones off, opening microphones, and changing things.
But the cameraman must hear the direction, okay? And your video guy, as Mitch is saying, stand by ready to take 3, right? Mitch is already, the video guy is already like, got his hand on the joystick where camera 3 is at.
We're now in the field right before kickoff, Giants-Packers. We talked to some great industry leaders and got to do some of the control room.
This game should be the one game somebody comes to, and this is like a defining tentpole memory. And so being a part of something to build, whether it's fan experience, the broadcast experience, the game experience, all of that, because, you know, we take it for granted sometimes. This is our job. We're here every week, you know, let's do it again. But that's not the case for everyone.
Thank you so much. Enthusiasm is great, but people want to hear what happened. They want you to tell them what happened, right? That's what an analyst does. That's what a play-by-play person does. So stay enthusiastic, but integrity is important and honesty. The fans want your honesty.
Just amazing, and you just get to see like all the great things that gets put into a big time production like this, and it was just great to learn it firsthand and just understand what the process is like to be a part of it.
What a moment for Montclair students. We got an exclusive behind-the-scenes experience of a Fox Sports NFL game day and got to be a part of the Heisman Awards ceremony back-to-back. It's only up from here.
Now let's head to the pool. Montclair State sophomore Ryder, Balay, known solely for his swimming abilities, decided one day he wanted to give diving a try. Little did he know that one decision would completely change his collegiate career. He ended up earning his first NJAC Diver of the Week honors. Beginner's luck? Far from it. Let's hear his story.
Before this season, I was a swimmer for about 6 years. I wanted to try something new, and the swim team is much more demanding, and my school is also much more demanding, but I still wanted to do a sport, so diving was a good medium there. When I was like 15-ish, I was a lifeguard, and like every one of my breaks, I would go on the 1 meter boards and just like jump off and I had a friend that was actually a diver, and he used to teach me some stuff, so I wasn't like completely new to it. There was definitely a lot of mental blocks when it came to like inwards and reverses though. The first practice was getting my approach, which I've found to be the hardest thing, because I learned to reverse flip. I've done a double front, I've done all these other dives, but that was all with zero technique and just, you know, being a kid that would just throw them. And like, I took the entire first practice to just learn an approach. Dora's a great coach. She's very involved. She has a club team. She's very into the sport. Like, she really cares. We obviously have a very small team dynamic, it's 3 people, but that's almost less, like, it makes it seem more casual. So for someone starting this year, it's, you know, it makes it a little easier than jumping into a team with 30 kids. With swimming, it was a lot harder. The meets were just back to back to back. So like, if I had a meet one week and it went terribly, I would feel bad about the meet for a while, and then it would overlap with the next meet. But these meets being a little bit more spread out, I can go to practice, get better and improve. And especially being new, like every week or 2, I'm getting better at something. So by the next meet, I'm always gonna be, you know, fresh and like with a good mindset. I've always been pretty competitive in anything I'm doing, and especially like, I like to get as good as possible at something like as soon as I start it. It's just fun to like really like put everything into one sport and really give it everything.
All right, everyone, and that wraps up the final episode of Inside the Nest for the semester. It's been a pleasure being a co-host for the very first time, and couldn't ask for better co-host and crew.
A big thank you to the people behind the cameras and those working in the control room every episode for you viewers at home.
Have a happy holiday and a happy new year.